welcome back to my channel. Happy Bookmas Day 5. I am very excited for today's video. Behind me I have a very pretty and organized bookcase, but before this I had a very ugly... The state of my bookshelf before this video was really atrocious, and it's in my bedroom, so I was seeing it every night, and it was not good. So as you can tell in today's video, we are getting a new bookshelf, and we're also redoing my bookshelves because it's time. So if you want to see how my bookshelves went to this, go ahead and stay tuned. I'm gonna pass it over to my past self and bring you guys to IKEA with me. And this is what I decided to go with. It took a lot of decision making, which I'm really bad at. We were there for one thing and it took us a really long time because I couldn't decide, and I'm still not even sure, but I mean I already have it, so it's gonna be here. So they have stopped making this color in the Billy bookcase. It's like a light wood. It's called the Birch Effect apparently. So they didn't have any more of these big ones in store. I couldn't purchase it online to be delivered. We have an IKEA like an hour away from here, and they were out of stock there, but you could go in store and order it online in store, and I was not going to drive an hour to go order it online. So my next best thing was to get basically this size, so a half of a Billy bookcase in the birch color, because they did have that left. But then I got to thinking and I was like, okay, they're getting rid of this color. If I'm getting a little one, like, then what? Like, eventually I'm gonna need another big one, and then I'm just gonna have to start completely fresh. So then I was like, okay, I'm gonna get two new big ones and sell this one in a new color that I like. That way I could just like start fresh. But then I was like, that's a lot of money and Christmas is right around the corner. Like, it just didn't seem financially sound to do that. So what I ended up going with was a half size like I had originally planned, but in a different color. Hi! Thanks, baby.
Still can, I can just have it tomorrow.
It's upstairs, isn't it? Can you stop singing into this?
Steak and potatoes. You can have some of these if you want.
So I ended up going with the half-size in a color that is a new color, but hopefully here to stay, hopefully, because my plan is to eventually upgrade this one, this big one, to that color. But I also decided on this color because it was built as is in the like pre-built like return section, and it was in perfect condition, and it was like $20 off. So that's why I went with that one. So this is the setup we have. This is what you always see. There's not really a lot of room to put a half shelf right next to here, because here is like my closet's light switch, so I can't really move this over any. And right here is where the door comes, and it comes in, so I didn't want to like be trapped. Also, with the new color, them being right next to each other, you can really tell that they're not the same color. I feel like from far away, you can't really tell. So this is the setup that we went with. So it's just gonna be in this corner right next to my closet. And I'm gonna move this for the sake of the video, but I have like a mirror here, which I feel like it just kind of looks a little bit cohesive right there. So that is what I went with. I'm going to go ahead and take down all my books. I'm not really sure how I want to do this yet. I'm kind of leaning towards putting like my favorite books over here and putting the rest over here. Or I don't know, like I could do like my favorite genre over here. I really don't know yet. So I'm gonna take my books down and decide while I do that, and I will fill you in when I decide how I want to organize them. the completed look. This one's looking very barren now, but I think it'll be a lot easier for me to throw the books that I finished on here rather than on this one. So I did end up going ahead and doing like my favorite books or like my favorite series over there. And I still have the bottom shelf as well to fill. And then over here I just have basically my same setup as before, where it's like romance and down, so in alphabetical order. And then I just try to fill in some of these gaps with like my little fun things that I had on here before. I also, I'll show you in just a second, but I fixed my TBR card, so it is just looking a lot better in here. I'm gonna go ahead and switch you guys so that we can go through the categories and I can show you a little bit more up close. Alrighty, so this is all pretty much the same up here. I have all of my romance books, and then I have my cup that holds like all my annotation things, pens, bookmarks, stuff like that. And then I have some of my Sunnies, oh my gosh. And then we have more romance down here. I'm gonna start like a Lila Sage stack once I get more of those. And then I put some of my favorite little Sunnies, and then other little guys right here. And then I have some more romance obviously, and then some little fun things. And then down here, this is the last little bit of romance. Sorry, we're losing daylight here, so it's getting a little bit bad, but my Liz Tom Ford, I like to kind of separate them, and because they're like pretty and they're fun. And then with this large gap, I left it open because I read more romance than anything, so I knew that I could easily like pull things down and put them in here or put new things in here. So I just filled this gap for now with some of my favorite things. I have a cute little typewriter Lego, and then I put my favorite Sunny Angels, my little favorite Jellycat, a picture of me and my boyfriend, and then my digital camera. And then as you come down, this is my science fiction slash fantasy shelf. I just kind of mixed them together. Since you can kind of tell this one's sci-fi, but then like we have a lot of fantasy. This one's also sci-fi. But obviously I like to display my fun little sprayed edges, and of course Fourth Wing. And then there's some more room to add some more there. And then lastly, we have basically like my thriller section, which ends here. Thriller, mystery, all that good stuff, horror. And then right here is just like a hodgepodge of fiction, you know, obviously poems, stuff like that. I don't have that many of those, so I just kind of group them there. And then right here I have a box with like memories, my reading journals, my Kindle case that I like to switch off a lot, so I have it like there for easy access. And then my Eras Tour book, and then a bunch of my Funkos that I just don't really know what to do with, honestly. And then the bottom shelf I have just left for my boyfriend because he likes to read as well. Okay, now moving to my bookshelf with all my favorites. This is what it's looking like. Up top, I have my Ali Hazelwood books. I have a special edition of Deep End, and then I have my front-facing special editions of my favorite Abby Jimenez books. I do have some more over on my actual shelf, but these ones are special editions and they're my favorite. And then I put some more Sunny Angels because I have so many. And then here is my Emily Henry shelf because I love Emily Henry, and so I paired it with my favorite Jellycat, which is this little chocolate croissant. Some more Sunnies, their little rainbow boots, they're so cute. And then we have my favorite fantasy books, so obviously this is Throne of Glass. Have I finished it? No. Do I know I'm gonna love it? Yes. So I had to go out and buy the out of print covers because they're so much better. I think they look so much better. And then I have ACOTAR, which is my favorite series of all time. Go ahead and grill me, I don't care, it's fine. And a little candle. And then down here I put Heartstopper because I felt like it needed to be on its own because I loved it, and I think it will look really cute there once I get the last books. That concludes this video of redoing my bookshelves. I'm so excited I finally pulled the trigger and got a new bookshelf. You're probably not going to see this one that much. You're still going to be seeing this one because that one is just, it's in the corner, the lighting's not going to be as good. But I'm very excited. I think it just looks so much better and less cluttered over here, and it is giving me a lot of room for growth. I have so many books that I've read on like my Kindle or at the library that I really want physically, so it's like now I feel like I kind of can do that, like go out and buy them, so I'm excited for that. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope to see you guys back here for another day of Bookmas. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye!